and welcome back to my channel. Today is finally the day that Whimsic becomes a gaming channel. I know, never thought it was coming. Joking, half joking. But seriously, if you know me, you know I love The Sims, and ever since I got my MacBook for Christmas, that's all I do on it. Really, it was for college. It's yet to be used for anything other than The Sims. Currently, I think I have 50-something hours on it. Any free time I have, which isn't a lot, goes to The Sims, okay? And I love Sims content. I love watching Sims YouTube videos. I love everything Sims related. And I saw many people doing this challenge where they go on Pinterest or Tumblr or any aesthetic site and they search up like different areas, so kitchen, living room, house, exterior, etc., and they make a house based off these pictures. Now, I did this before, and you'll hear me get into this during the voiceover, but I did this before just because I wanted to. I spent hours doing it, and it was the best time ever. So I wanted to do it again to film it for you guys, and let me know what you think. I will not drag this intro any longer because we should just get into it, but you kind of pick up the vibes as we go, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, as you can see, I am here on my Pinterest. I sped this up just because, you know, but I think my Pinterest is pretty my vibe. I've curated it pretty well. So now I'm going to go through, and for the first or second picture, I'm going to download it and use it as my inspo. Now, the reason that you'll see me sometimes use the second image is because I did this challenge just for myself, and some of the pictures are repeating. So instead of redoing something that I've already done, I thought it would be better for me to just, I don't know, do something new and exciting. This is unfortunately something I'm going to run into in the future if I do this again, because this was so fun. I love building in The Sims. I love making Sims in The Sims. So if I start doing more Sims related content and I try to do this challenge again, either I'm going to have to make a Tumblr account or I'm just going to have to randomly scroll, which I think is probably what I'm leaning towards. But you let me know in the comments if you have a preference. I just don't want to look like I'm faking it or just being very selective about what I do, because it's supposed to be random, and that's the point of it. But I'm not trying to be selective. It is literally either the first picture or the second picture that I'm choosing here. I will be choosing 2 bedrooms for the bedroom, since there's typically 2 bedrooms in a space. Also, later in this little screen recording, you will see me type in recreational space, which I did not end up using. So when you see that, don't be too alarmed. And it was a boring room anyway. But yeah, so I'm finishing up here, just getting all my images. And I actually almost forgot kitchen, which I don't even know how I did that. But you see me here, and let's get into the building content. Alright, so we have a plot here in Glimmerbrook, which is the world you get when you get the Realm of Magic expansion pack, which basically adds like warlocks and wizards into the game. But yeah, this is what we're starting with. For reference, I have the photo of the house that we got on Pinterest, and here is what I came up with. We zoom in here, you see the porch. I try to add the swings. Unfortunately, I don't have any expansion packs that include that. I added the planters and all the plants and the table. I think the door looked pretty similar. I think I end up changing that later, but aside from that, we have the spandrels, and I went for red only because they didn't have that green, and the only other option was like a bluish color that you can see on there. There's no multicolor, but I think I did a really great job with the window, with the flowers in the windows, and the shape of the house, and all in all, I say this is pretty successful. Here is our foyer space with our staircase. I think that this came out great for what I was working with. You might hear me say that a lot. I'll try to stop, but I think that the stairs are accurate. I think the wallpaper is pretty much accurate. I think I did end up changing that
couch or rug later, you might see that, but I think that those lights are so spot on. I think that those frames are so spot on. You'll see me highlight them here, and yeah, this was great. It was a good start. This is our living room. The problem that I ran into here was I did not like that lamp, so you're gonna see a time lapse in a second of me going through all my options. So you'll see that in a second, but I almost ran out of frames. That was my big issue with this room. I added a TV on the back wall, you can't really see, but here you will see me trial and erroring so many lights just because I just couldn't find something that I liked, and I ended up on these lights that, I don't know, it's not like the picture, but I think it's closer than that lamp I had. And then I also didn't have room for the table in between those two chairs. I know I'm being nitpicky, but it's something that's bugging me. But I am gonna pan over here to the couch that I changed, and I also added a railing to the stairs. Our kitchen is almost entirely cottage living. That pack saved my life, and I like that I was able to get all the plants bunched together over there. I used bb.moveobjects and all those cheats just to make sure it looks just like the pictures. And yeah, this was perfect. This is great. I added those aprons on the wall, and I end up adding a hutch later, and then there's a back door that you can see leads to the backyard. Speaking of which, here we are. I did something different with this one. I time-lapsed the whole thing, and it is in times 10 speed, and it is, I think, 2.5 minutes or so. Whatever that tells you about how long it took me. Don't look at the math too hard. So I'm just gonna let you guys relax, decompress, watch this, and enjoy the music in the back. And I will give a timestamp on the screen now for when I come back to the next room. And yeah. Hello, I'm back just to look at some of the details here. Unfortunately, I couldn't really capture the warmth, but I think that I handled the fairy lights very well, and I think all in all it was pretty successful. Next up is our dining room. Pretty standard here, nothing really too crazy going on. The wood tones are nice. I was able to carry the flooring from the kitchen through because you can't really see that, and this carpet works perfectly. Here's our downstairs bathroom. This one was kind of rough. It was hard to film in because I kept going through the wall, but I landed on this rug even though, I don't know, I wasn't too happy about it. It was just kind of my only option. And then I ended up putting the stuff on the wall, so this one was okay, but not my best. With quite a bit of contrast, here is the upstairs bathroom. The hardest part of this one was the wallpaper, but aside from that, it is pretty good. Here's the office/study. This one, pretty standard, pretty good. I like the desk details. I think that it works well with the space as well as the chair, and the rug is also very nice as well. Here's a quick closer look at everything. This is our first bedroom. For the life of me, I could not find a dark shade of green like that, and I think it just threw off everything, honestly. The bed was also a huge point of contention. Here you see me just changing some swatches around just to fit the space better. But yeah, this one was pretty rough, and I had to do a lot of improvising with painting frames and chairs and just everything. Now, this bedroom is the worst of them all. I wanted that canopy look on the bed, but there was no swatch that gave the same vibe. Like, the purple one maybe, but it just wasn't there. The red threw everything off. It's a mess. It's just a mess. I don't even like looking at it. I think I was playing the game for too long, and it really just got to me. Here's some stuff I threw on the dresser. I just get this off my screen. Please just get this off my screen. For the grand reveal to see everything together, here it is. Here's our upstairs, our exterior, a little wraparound, and our downstairs. I think I like the downstairs way better than the upstairs. That's just my opinion. But yeah, here's how everything looks all together. I quickly added a table here just to give it something because it was missing something. But yeah, that is our house. Thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed this video a little too much, so don't be surprised when you see a part 2 coming. So maybe I'll even make a Tumblr account for this video. Who knows? But again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it so much. Let me know what you think, and like, comment, subscribe, the works. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.